together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we got a little bit of a smaller card. We do have 8 games in the NBA. We do have some football to talk about. We got some Thursday night football to talk about. The Jets and the Browns, and then we got 4 NHL games as well to break down. I've already moved on one. I have definitely intentions on moving on a second. I just got to figure out which ways I'm going to move on. I have 3 plays circled in one game. I'm probably not betting all 3, though. It's just going to be probably 2 out of 3 I'll bet because I don't want 3 units involved in one game. But that's beyond the point. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And yesterday looked like it was going to be bad. It ended up finishing pretty good. The NBA can stick it where the sun don't shine, because I took the Nets plus 4.5 yesterday. It went all the way up to a 10 because after I bet the game, the Nets decided, let's sit everybody on our team.
Yep, pretty much.
I hate the NBA. And then I also had the Wizards plus 7 because apparently I'm a genius. And they were actually up early in the game and then completely fell apart. I thought I was looking. I'm like, maybe the Wizards' first quarter would have been a good look because they were up like 9 in the first quarter. They ended up losing the first quarter by 6. And I was like, all right, cool. That's how today's game is going to be. So
yep, pretty much.
0-4 in the NBA for me because I had money line and spread in money line for both them. So 0-4 there. The NHL, though, is what made up for my day there. Columbus Blue Jackets plus 210. They lose in overtime. Go figure. Two of the games that I don't bet the draw and come through with the draw. And I had dogs in those games. Usually I like those dog draw splits, and I didn't bet it on either. I had Columbus plus 210, which lost, but luckily what balanced that out is I had Columbus team total over 2.5, which that goal to make it 3-2. They had a lead with a minute and a half to go. I thought I was actually going to be able to get a plus 210, but nope. New Jersey ties it up and went in overtime. Under 6, New York, Washington was a push. It was a loser. It was Florida minus 110 takes care of business. 3-2 win over Tampa Bay. I do not want to talk about that game. All I'll say is Pittsburgh, New York, regulation draw was a loser. Buffalo was a loser.
They don't need to talk about that game either.
They lose 4-1. They were down 4-0, and it wasn't very pretty, but it is what it is. Where do you want the Blues, and how do you want the Blues? You want them as a home underdog, right? Blues plus 140 comes through last night. A small loser on the draw, but the Blues come through. Minnesota comes through in a big way. They win 6-3, 4 goals in the third period, get the team total over 3.5, easy, and the -1 at plus 113. I was debating between the money line and the -1. I took some -1 for plus money, and they came through. They cashed that there. Nashville plus 115 was a loser as well as the draw. The Ducks plus 190, a nice winner there. They're up 4-0 at the end of the first period, cruise to a 5-2 win. And then probably the best game of the night, never in doubt. No sweat, easy winner with those. Ow, ow, ow! Those Arizona Coyotes come through for a plus 140 winner. That was a very, very nice, easy win there. Obviously, I'm joking. They were down 4-0, came back and won in overtime. So, nice little winner there. To end the day, I ended up finishing up about a little over, 2.7 units yesterday. So, Ended up being a really nice day for me. A day I thought was going to be really bad, with the way that it started, ended really well. So good day for me today. Yesterday, looking to do the same thing today.
Well, it was not a good day on the site. We will like to thank the Blues and the Panthers, and that's about it. NBA reverse swept. I fell for the Rockets. I fell for the Magic, and the Nets was fucked from the beginning. NHL was no better, and we lost the UNC money line. So it was just an awful day on the site. Need to turn it around. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe the Pistonians win today, Nick. Maybe the Pistonians.
I highly doubt it. But
oh yeah, everybody highly doubts it when they're that big of a dog.
To say sports betting is not as difficult as people think. Celtics money line today.
Nicholas, shut up.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm obviously joking about the money line, but I'm genuinely interested in laying the points here.
Oh, I'm not. I'm already on the.
I know you are, but we'll see. We'll get into that. But head over to the chat, and then we will get into today's game. Today's games.
Yes. We get Supness. Bears and Flightless Birds dominance. IceX wants to get timed out already.
He does. I noticed that.
Turd Bowl, LOL, Jets versus Browns.
It's not the Turd Bowl and it's because if the Browns win this game and their last game and the Ravens lose their next two, they're the number one seed in the AFC. I don't know if you can really call the Browns a turd here. Other than
Browns. Yeah, no.
Take the Browns to the Super Bowl, but that's beyond the point.
Rangers puck line, Penguins money line, hit a 2-teamer yesterday. Went 4-2. Good job. Steelers 7, Giants nothing. He's still trying to piss off.
He really wants to get blocked. That's crazy.
Not blocked. Just timed out.
That does deserve a timeout.
Yo. Shit! Today's the day the Pistonians win. Was banned.
No, I put him in timeout. He's not banned. You just put him in timeout.
That's kind of mean. Laughing. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation to subscribe and share. Tim, NBA. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah, Nick, I'm kind of with you. Laying them points. Nope. If you want to take the Pistons, at least take them first quarter. Fair. Pistons lose tonight, and we tie a losing record. No, they already have the losing record. I'm on the under in the Jets game first half. It seems like a very low total, though. But
we'll get into that. That's an interesting game here when we get into that. We'll get into some NHL, though, to kick off our slate here. Only 4 games in the NHL. This one kind of caught me by surprise of how big of favorites they are. We have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Montreal Canadiens. Canadiens are Hurricanes minus 265 favorites, total 6.5 in this game. This was the game that I was looking at potentially 3 different plays that I'm going to try to narrow down to 2 because I'd prefer not having 3 units on this game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. If it'll load. There we go. Line opened up at a 262. It's down to a 251 on Bet Online. So an 11-cent line movement towards these Canadiens. Line opened up at a 6.5 at minus 101. It's a 6.5 at plus 102 now in this game. We have 40% of the tickets, 55% of the cash is on the over. The line had actually, I think, moved a couple cents towards the under. And we have 58% of the tickets are on the Canadiens. No cash flow on the Canadiens in this spot here. And I have full interest in the Canadiens in this spot. I'm trying to figure out how to bet this game, though, because I want the Canadiens money line. I want the Canadiens team total over. I want the full game over. It is going to most likely be Ronta making his return from the AHL. The Hurricanes are on a second half of a back-to-back. It is Caden Primo, but if I remember right, Caden Primo has not been bad this year. He's 4-3 with a 902 save percentage, 3.2 goals allowed average. So he's been pretty good. Ronta, 854 save percentage, a 6.5-1 record, 3.6 goals allowed average. This is the Canadiens' first game back off the break. The Hurricanes played last night, and they played in Nashville. They won 5-2, and now they get to travel back to Raleigh and play today. I am very interested in the Montreal Canadiens in this game. And I think the way I'm going to end up doing this, Canadiens team total over 2.5, that is a bet for me. That is guaranteed to be a bet for me here. And I'm going to just take the Canadiens money line in this spot at plus 215. This is way too wide of a line for the Carolina Hurricanes in this game. There's still a team I'm looking to bet against. And I get it. They won last night. Good for them. I think we saw a lot of fluky stuff last night. Teams that just didn't return back from the All-Star or the Christmas break yet. Things along those lines. I see the Hurricanes still as a bet against team, especially with Ronta and net. So Canadiens team total over 2.5, even money, full game money line for them as well at plus 215 for me.
Yeah, I kind of want to take the over as well in the game. I will be looking towards the Canadiens as a big dog price, which is nice. The Canes on a back-to-back after a big win finally kind of broke their kind of streak of just rough games that they had. I think it's a good Canadian spot. It's their first game back. Did they play yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
No,
they didn't.
I was about to say, I don't remember seeing them on the card yesterday. They're one of the two teams that didn't. I believe the other one was Philadelphia. Right, we didn't see. There was like 14 games.
The Canucks didn't either.
Canucks and Oilers. Four teams didn't play yesterday. So I think it's a good spot for Montreal. You could play the not motivational, but the fact that the Hurricanes have won a game, so momentum. But I'm not buying that. Canadiens, maybe look towards an over. Now, for props, I'd probably still look towards Aho, still look towards Svechnikov. Brett Burns has been getting points. You got to look for those guys on the Carolina side. Suzuki on the side of Montreal. I don't have my props done up yet. I'll end up doing that after the show. But we'll ride with over and I'll lean towards the Canadiens.
Yeah, and if you're looking for props, I know I like the Montreal side of this game, but if you're looking for a little revenge spot here, look towards maybe former Montreal Canadien Jesperi Kotkaniemi.
Oh, so I bet him one game too early?
Probably. Former Canadian there.
Then I'll probably look towards him as well.
But yeah, I'm on Montreal money line and team total over.
No, we have not done NFL yet. That'll be after the hooky. Habs score first. I like it. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, untouchable. And top of the morning to UEQ. Coyotes money line never in doubt. Can we get a Willie Coyote gif for the 5 unanswered goals?
Always. Absolutely.
Oh. Click it. You click it. Go ahead. There you go. There's a Willie Coyote for you.
Wiley Coyote.
So Fernando is on the exact opposite of us. I like the over in Montreal. He likes the under in Canes. So one of us will be happy tomorrow. The other one will be annoyed. Let's go to this game, Nick.
Yes, this is the game I did a free pick video on last night. We have the Philadelphia Flyers. They are traveling to take on
the Vancouver Canucks.
Canucks minus 160 favorites, total of 6 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot here. This line opened up with the Canucks as 165 favorites. It's actually down to a 160 now, or a 157 bet online.
Canucks.
The line opened up at a 6 at minus 121. It's a 6 at minus 119 now. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 50% of the tickets, 64% of the cash on the Canucks. We have 18% of the tickets, 42% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved towards the, I want to say over. Let me re-click here and see where it's moved. It's moved towards the under by 2 cents, which makes sense. 82% of the tickets and 58% of the cash is on the under in this game. And looking at my projections for this game, I have the Canucks around a minus 185, minus 190 favorite in this game. I played the Canucks -1 last night. The only thing that makes me a little bit nervous about the -1 is when you've looked at how Philly has played as of late. You see 6 of their last 10 games have needed more than 60 minutes. So usually Philadelphia is a team I'm looking for draws with. Not today. I think the Canucks take care of business. Canucks have the goalie advantage. They're at home. And the Flyers are a team I have circled for some negative regression coming up in the second half of the season. After the Christmas break, after the All-Star break, I see the Flyers kind of taking a step back. They've been a nice little surprise so far this year. I think this is where the regression starts. And I think that the fact that they're 18, 11, and 4 is going to make it very easy to bet against them for the little bit of the next time being here. So I'm going to be on the Canucks at -1. I got that at -102 last night.
There you go. I'm on the same boat. You know I like this Canucks team, and I've been on them all year. It's kind of similar to something I do in the NBA. As I find teams that I think are going to be good, and I ride them. And the Canucks have been one of those teams that have been really good to me this year. So I want to keep riding this team. So I got their puck line. It's like 150 area. And once again, I'll have all my props up after the show. It'll be up on the YouTube tab when I get to my monitor and I'm able to look at other stuff. But for now, I'm gonna just be on the Canucks on the puck line around +150.
That's good. After the chat, I realized I have to type in numbers from last night's games because I didn't do that after the Vegas game ended.
No Caulfield. Good luck. Hey.
Oh.
Easy winner.
Oh, well.
Canes puck line in the over. Canucks puck line again. If I lose one game, it is what it is. There you go. Flyers are a sneaky dog, but I still like Vancouver to get the job done. Yep. Draw, Canucks in the under. No draw.
No draw in this one.
No draw.
No, I like Philadelphia draws, but not this one.
The Coyotes made me have a great night. Had 3 units on Wild money line and a parlay of Wild, Coyotes, and Bucks. There you go. I wouldn't be surprised if the Flyers win because they're a good road team. They could. Not saying that they can't. Smoo. Yes, I like Smoo today.
10.5. God.
Hey, it's more of it starts in 5 minutes. It's more of a fade of Boston College, who does not play well against winning teams or ranked teams, I should say. But let's shove into this game, Nick. I actually really like this game.
Yeah, I'm quickly putting in the numbers for my little model here, so I can get my projected score and things along those lines. Because both these teams played last night, so
yep.
I had no line to go off of last night. I wanted to do a video for this game, but hey, we had the LA Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights to pick them here in this spot with a total of 6 in this game, and something's wrong with Vegas. This line opened up at a 120 for Vegas. It's down to a 106, so it's moved 14 cents towards the Kings in this game. And line opened up at a 6 at -116. It's still a 6 at -116. Taking a look at the cash flow, 89% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Kings. Only 2,400 tickets, though. Nothing crazy there. 15% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the under. This line's really not moved there either. And looking at the spot, I have this game at a 6. I think that's the 6 is right for the total. My numbers like the Kings in this spot. And if you look at it, they went with Logan Thompson last night, the Vegas Golden Knights. So, I mean, it's going to be Yuri Patura on net.
Is Aiden Hill injured?
Huh?
Aiden Hill's injured?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then last night, the Kings went with Big Save Dave. Dave Riddick show. They saved Cam Talbot for this game. So the Vegas Golden Knights went with their stronger goaltender between the two last night. And the Kings went with their weaker one last night. And now the Kings will have the goalie advantage. Kings on the road are a different animal. This is a team that does not lose on the road. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, the Vegas Golden Knights just lost by 3 goals last night. They got to bounce back, right? I mean, we've been saying that for a while now. Oh, they lost 6-3 to Carolina. They got to bounce back, right? Oh, they lost again to Tampa Bay. They got to bounce back, right? They lost to Florida. They got to get right, right? They're playing Anaheim. They got to get right in it. They lost again. Until further notice, I'm betting against this Vegas Golden Knights team. And is this a team that I'll probably bet in the Stanley Cup playoffs because they're a team that I think can go far in the playoffs? Yes. Yeah. Are they a team like the Boston Bruins right now? They're going through an absolute rut? Yes. Good teams go through ruts sometimes. That's what happens because there's a lot of games in the season and teams will struggle. Until proven otherwise, I'm betting against the Vegas Golden Knights. Give me the LA Kings at -110 in this game. It may seem like the easy play. I don't care. Until proven otherwise, I'm fading this Knights team. So I'm on the Kings at -110 here.
I'm on the opposite side. I know you just played. You love playing my angle against me. So it is what it is. I'm not saying it's a bounce back spot for them, but I don't know if they could continue to look this bad. And you got one team that's coming off of getting blown out, and the other team coming off of a really, I mean, they were against the Sharks, but a win's a win. So I look at them, yeah, could it be a little bit of a trap spot to go after the Vegas Golden Knights? Yeah, it could be. At the same time, Vegas is not the top team in the Western Conference anymore, and in fact, I believe the Kings are ahead of them now.
Points percentage-wise, I believe so, yeah.
I'm pulling that up now. To the point where Vegas – all right, now Vegas has 47, Kings have 44, but Kings have 5 games in hand, which is just crazy to see. But these are you can make the argument saying, hey, LA's the better team right now, and you wouldn't be wrong.
The best team in hockey.
You said they may be the best team in hockey?
Yes. The LA Kings are, I think, the best team in hockey right now.
I don't think so personally, but I think they're up there. Because I still think Vancouver's better, but that's just me. It is. We'll go from there. But I am on the Vegas Golden Knights in this game, Nick.
Yeah. All good.
Well, I know it's all good, but back to the chat, I guess. Where is it? Yes, sir. Road Kings in the under. Kings in the under. Vegas will wins. I'll decide on how much they win by. There you go. I like that attitude. Oklahoma. Nope. I like Arizona today. Draw. I could see a draw in this game. I could totally see a draw in that game.
I could see a draw in this game. Not many draws do not. Not many draws are drawing my attention today.
But
well, the only one that I would look at, I'm already on a -1.
It was a joke. Not a lot of them are drawing your attention.
Yes.
Ha ha. Oh, Vegas got their butts kicked by the Ducks. Exactly. Maybe ends 2-2. Why not? Okay. Might sprinkle that Kings puck line. I'm not going to talk you off of sprinkling Kings puck line. Vegas wins by the puck line. Extra plus money. I kind of like that. Sharks are a challenging team. Big rivalry for the Kings. True. Sorry. Sharks are not a challenging team. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm kind of just in cruise control. Kings, hard not to bet more than half of your – dude, come on. Are you actually – don't bet that crazy. Agree. Vegas has chandeliers in their casinos and betting arenas for a reason. Okay. Kings have the best goalie in the NHL. Hill out. Vegas goalie is complete trash.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to touch on. Yes, it's this thing called Parleys. Sorry. Keep going.
Well, Kings don't have the best goalie right now. Demko for Vezina. Facts.
The better goalie. Demko.
Talbot's stats are much better than Demko's. Look at ESPN, although Demko is good too. No, actually,
Talbot's the better goaltender in the matchup. I didn't say he's the best goaltender in hockey.
Demko is the second best goalie in terms of advanced analytics. The best goalie in the NHL right now is Connor Hellebuyck.
Mm-hmm. I'd give the best to the Hellebuyck right now.
There you go. All right, Nick, final hockey game.
Yeah. We have the San Jose Sharks and the Edmonton Oilers. And yes, you are reading that correctly. The Oilers are minus 390 favorites in this game. Total of 7 in this spot. I hate 7s. I'm leaning towards this over here in this spot. Let's get into it in this game where we have this line open up at a 325. It's up to a 395. It's moved up 70 cents towards the Edmonton Oilers. Line opened up at a 7 at even money. It's a 7 at plus 116. So the line's moved heavily towards the under here as well. We have 22% of the tickets, 79% of the cash on the under. Only 2,500 tickets counted, though. 15% of the tickets, 91% of cash on the Sharks, but 96% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the puck line for the Oilers. No, I'm good. They've priced me completely off of anything in this game. I wanted a 6.5 in this spot, maybe to grab an over. If you're looking at the Sharks, don't take the plus 300. I get it. The plus 300 is appealing. It is. It's a back-to-back for the Sharks. It's a terrible spot. The 2.5, though, is plus 105 for that team total. Maybe that's worth a look. I would lean over in this game. I would lean team total over 2.5 for the Sharks in this game. I don't think I'm getting either. I think I'll just settle for betting the other 3 games and not looking to bet a game with the minus 400 and a total of 7. I just don't feel like that's a game I need to particularly bet. Obviously, Sharks are nothing. That's pretty self-explanatory there. But no interest here.
So
maybe if you want to say Oilers, Celtics, parlay, surely nothing will go wrong.
Oh, come on, Nick. So what I'm hearing is Sharks money line.
Good God.
I'm going to be on the Sharks. Hi, I'm Tim. I'm addicted to betting bad teams. That's what I do. Come on. Plus 300 dog at home. It would be wrong for me not to. So, yes, make fun of me all you want, Nick. Sharks money line tonight versus the Edmonton Oilers. They've already beat them once this year. Why can't they happen again?
It's a revenge game.
There's no way the Oilers lose 2 games against the Sharks in 1 year, right? The Oilers were like a Stanley Cup contender, Nick. Not a chance. Give me the Sharks. You're joking.
If you like the Sharks, plus 2.5 is minus 135. I don't hate that at all.
Ice. What did we say about laying a ridiculous amount of juice?
Do it.
Don't do it.
Live.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Talbot, lowest goals allowed next to Aiden Hill, save percentage. Yes, we look at advanced analytics. Goals saved above average. LOL, I know it was sarcasm about the Sharks being challenging, Tim, but do you know the Oilers will find a way to lose this game. Let's not sugarcoat it. The Oilers will find a way to lose this game. Journeyman Talbot will regress before Demko. That is correct. We're not saying that Demko is not the worst goalie. We're saying that both of them have top 10 numbers in the NHL in terms of goals saved above average. We could tell Tim the way it went yesterday. We could tell. Oh, yeah. You know what? For the first step to recovery is admitting. Yes, I know. Ha ha. Now I'm playing. Yes, I do a Pistons Sharks for a cup of coffee. How about a Pistons Sharks parlay?
39-1.
Did you actually look it up?
Yep. Sharks.
Thank you.
Plus 300. Pistons plus 900. 39-1. $1 would win you $39 bucks.
I
Am I
appreciate
going to
you
waste
looking
a
that
dollar
up.
on that? No.
Yes,
And that would be a waste of a dollar.
that would be a waste of. Sharks team total over? Sure. I don't mind Sharks even a draw. Yeah, I like the Sharks. Draw wouldn't be bad either. Sharks money line, not enough juice. No, it's
Add the
plenty of
Hornets.
juice.
Add the Hornets?
Add
No,
the
add the
Hornets.
Pistons.
Dear
Come
God.
on. What about Pistons, Hornets, and Sharks?
Place 10 units on Oilers money line. That's what you guys. That's what you guys taught me. At least you learned well from us. I like it. Oilers over. Sure, go ahead. Sharks, yes. Maybe give me a round robin, third dog. Detroit Pistons, San Jose Sharks, and who would be a good one?
Canadians.
Would it be Shark? Oh, Canadians. There you go, Canadians. Let's head into football, I guess.
Yeah. This is going to be weird, Tim. All right. We have the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The Browns, 7.5-point favorites. Total of 34 in this game. 34. Let me refresh because I had team totals available earlier, and now they're not showing that they're available. Come on, there we go. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, and we're starting to see 34s pop up. Wow. This line, look ahead line was a 35. Opening line was a 30. What would the opening line? That would be on Monday, or it'd be on Sunday, the 24th. So opening line 36. It's now gone all the way down to a 34. We had 60% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the under in this game. The line has moved towards set under 85,000 tickets on it here. And this is a tricky game, and hear me out on this one. And I know this is going to sound weird because we've been preaching the opposite this year. I'm on the over in this game. I moved on over 34.5 in this spot. My numbers have this game at around a 38.5, 39 range. 17-17 is a over in this game. And since Flacco has taken over the offense, the Browns have done nothing but go over the total. The only game they didn't, it would have gone over this 34.5. I believe Flacco took over for the game against Denver, right? That was his first game. Nope, that was DTR. I'm trying to figure out which game he took over for.
I don't remember.
Joe Flacco. Oh, his first game was against the Rams. They're 3-1 under Flacco. They've put up 19, 31, 20, and 36 points with Flacco. And the scores of the games were 36-19, 31-27, 20-17, 36-22. All of them going over 34.5. And on the flip side, the New York Jets, their offense has been interesting the last 3 weeks. They've scored at least 30 points in 2 of the last 3 games. The only game they didn't score 30 points, they got shut out against the Dolphins, where they gave up 30 points. The defense has given up 28-plus points in back-to-back games. The defense, it looks like it's kind of given up. The only times they had a decent game was they gave up 6 to Houston and 13 to Atlanta. Other than that, 28, 30, 34, 32. So they've given up at least 28 points in 4 of their last 6 games. And I think Joe Flacco and this offense will be able to throw the ball on this Jets team. And I'm kind of interested in this team total over as well for these Cleveland Browns. It's a 21 on my book. My number for this game was around a 7.5, 8 in this spot. And I thought I was going to be on the Jets in this game at 7.5. Yeah, my number is 7.84. So I see a slight sliver of value here with the Browns in this spot laying these points. Do I want to be laying 7.5 with a total of 34.5? Not particularly. That's why I think if you like the Browns, the better bet is the team total over 21 at minus 115. But I'm going to stick with the over 34.5 here in this game, Browns and Jets.
I There's no way I'm betting the Jets. We're just gonna get this. We're just gonna get that straight out. That the Jets team has given up, and you know that they've given up by looking at the defense. What has the defense done the past couple of weeks? Nothing. So this is a Jets team that is done. They've been done, and they freaking lost last week. That was so frustrating. The Jets just don't even know how to tank right, which is kind of ridiculous for a team that's been tanking for the past 20 years. But I'm going to stay away from a side in this one. I was very close to betting the Browns. I just couldn't lay that amount of points, so I'm just going to end up staying away from this game in terms of going after a side. Maybe a lean towards the under, but I can't with how the Jets defense has looked. That's crazy for me to say. I can't bet it under because of the Jets defense.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though. This is a stay away game.
Because the Jets defense can give up points. Also, they very well can score points here, too.
They could.
Like, would it surprise you? A Jets defense anytime touchdown?
No, it would not. The one thing I'm scared about is the Jets just find a way to win this game for no reason.
I mean, Jets team total 13.5 is kind of interesting.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Because this is still a Browns defense that's been consistent, so. Let's head back to the chat. If you're going Sharks, go Sharks all the way in Reich. No, because I think that you can get a draw. I think they could win in overtime. I know it sounds crazy. Revenge, Joe Flacco. Yes, Joe Flacco revenge game. Let's ride it. F this game. I 100% agree. I have Celtics money line bet for my latest client FanDuel. If first money line bet wins, get 100. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, there's no way the Pistons win. No, I don't blame you. Go for it. I swear to gosh. I know you said Canadians, but maybe Jets. Nope. Browns minus 5.5. Team total over 11.5 MGM. Get it. The fancy handbag. I like the Pistons money line more now. The bookies are going to take people's money in this game.
Are they? A lot of people are on the under, so I can see it.
Over is gutsy, but no one's on it. Green light. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, former Super Bowl champ, Joe Flacco. He was not a Jets Super Bowl champ. I have not seen a Jets Super Bowl, and I never will. We're fading the team that qualifies for the playoffs. Dallas. There's 7.5. I like them more. Jets are doing the opposite of tanking. Yeah, let's wait until they're out of playoff
5.5 with the Cowboys.
They start winning games. So that's kind of annoying that the Jets are doing it that way. Jerome Ford anytime touchdown.
I like it. I actually really like that look.
Who's he on?
Cleveland. Jerome Ford touchdown and Amari Cooper touchdown. I would look for those props.
There you go. Joe Flacco was a Ravens Super Bowl. How dare you? That's what I was telling him. UGA.
And at the end of this year, he'll be a Cleveland Browns Super Bowl champion.
Yes, Lex. They did go from that.
Yeah, because another quarterback's out for Florida State. They've really punted this game because they're not in the playoffs.
Correct. Let's head to.
Yeah, we have the Boston Celtics and the Detroit Pistons, the game everybody wants to talk about here. We have, let's take a look here. This game, let me switch over my line history from NFL to NBA, and we can get into this. This line opened up at an 18. It's down to a 16.5 now. So the line's moved towards the Pistons in this spot. Line opened up at a 234. It's down to a 232. So we'll move towards the under here as well. So we'll move towards the under and a move towards the Pistons. 66% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on those Pistons. So we have a public road dog here. 77% of the tickets, 88% of the cash on the Pistons money line as well. That's kind of crazy. Obviously, not many sharps are laying minus 1,600. But 44% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the under. The line has moved towards the under. I think the under is not a bad look in this game whatsoever. And maybe you look towards the Detroit Pistons team total under as well at 107.5. I see Boston destroying them in this game. Like, I think this is an absolute bloodbath. I truly believe it is. And I know people are like, oh, it's the Detroit Pistons. Yeah. And how many times are we going to say the Pistons are going to win this one? Stop it, people. Stop with the Pistons. My projected line for this game, Boston minus 20.5. 20.76 to be exact. I see this as a game where Boston wins this by 30 plus. This is going to be ugly as hell. This could be a Celtics trifecta. But the question is, do you want to lay 17 points? The first half number is a 10 in this game. It's Celtics or nothing for me still. And I think this under has some nice merit to it. Looks like sharp money on the under. My projected line, I believe, was in the is a 228 in this game, so value towards the under. Maybe we just look towards an under and a Pistons team total under here in this game. 107.5. I don't think they crack 100 in this game, the Pistons. This may get ugly, but I think it's because the Pistons won't be doing much scoring in this game. And I think this is a game very similar to when we saw. We've seen this before twice as of late. It was back-to-back days too, where the Pistons were up in this 15 to 17 point range. They got blown out by 32 against the Bucks. They got blown out by 32 against the Sixers. This is Celtics or nothing. The Celtics may punt this game and still cover. I think I'm gonna take the under in this game, and I'm gonna take the Pistons team total under as well. That's how I'm going to approach this game. Pistons team total under 107.5, minus 115. Full game under 232. I'll take both.
I'm on the Pistons. And I just think I know you made the argument. Brown and Tatum are both questionable in terms of makes me like
the under even more.
That's fine. You could like the under even more. Actually, the under plays more into effect of Pistons covering. And I just see this one as a game that I'm not saying the Pistons win, but I think it's a single digit game. I think this game is a single digit game. Okay. And with the if you have the top two scorers out for Boston, lines moving towards the Pistons, I think this is a opportunity where they could actually cover today. So I know, it's the Pistons. They got to win. No, I'm not saying that they win, but they're going to cover here today.
Also, official play: Celtics money line 16-1.
Minus 1,600.
Minus 1,600. Yep.
It's not 16-1 for sure.
That's minus 1,600. Yep. They're 16-1 favorites.
Yeah, I guess we normally don't phrase it that way, but fine if that's how you want to phrase it.
Throw $100 on it just because. How much would that pay? $100 on Celtics money line? No, I do not want to put $1,600. No. Oh yeah, I'd make $6 off of that.
There is one college basketball play today, and is it UC Irvine?
Yes, it's UC Irvine.
That's the only one. And college football, I don't think we really agreed on anything today.
I think the next college football games I'm betting are the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl, or the semifinal games.
I like Arizona today. But I know Nick likes Oklahoma, so we're not going to have anything up for it.
Oh, I don't like anything.
I honestly, looking at the Pistons money line, to be honest, I like the Pistons spread. I'm not touching the money line. So, Take them first quarter. Yeah, sure. There you go. Two quarter Celtics. Boston may punt this game. Jaylen Brown sits. Jaylen Brown could sit, and so could Jason Tatum. Both those guys are on the list tonight for that. So, LMAO, bro, not touching this game. Don't blame you.
I'm low-key hoping they rule Brown and Tatum out, and maybe I can get the Celtics at like 13.
If you get them there, that's fine. I got 17 with the Pistons, so maybe we can middle it. I know Flacco won a Super Bowl with the Ravens, but it's just funny to say Super Bowl. You know what? Untouchable, it's not funny to make fun of my Jets constantly. I live in enough pain being a Jets fan and a Mets fan and a Sabres fan and watching ECU shit the bed every single year. I'm happy I got this, but it's just nothing but pain for me. So I noticed that. Yes, I realize it's funny saying Super Bowl champs with one-time Jet. Bad untouchable.
Kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Shut up, Nick. I was going to take the first quarter against the Nets, but never made it. There you go. How much is the double results Celtics first half and Pistons full game? It's a good question. For me, I need the Pistonians to play defense. Yeah, I don't trust them to do that. I've been cashing with the Pistons spread lately. Rather stay off. True. What about star player being out theory if Brown and Tatum are out? I think this is different. Just because of the spread so wide. Okay, I view it more if a team goes from a +2 to a +5. Okay, fine. If they go from a -3 to a pick'em, fine. If they go from a -17 to a -13, is that really something that you want to jump on?
Yes.
Okay, but no, I don't see that as worth it. And I'm never laying 10+ points in the NBA. I had done it once this year, and it was a mistake. Bet Pistons first quarter if Tatum is out, and Brown, yes. One thing I remember from this rivalry: Pistons stunning Celtics on the road a while ago. Maybe Pop-Tart Bowl. I lean Kansas State. Maybe Pistons players props under because their souls are crushed setting the record. Maybe. I don't know. Celtics are facing a G League team. Easy money. Yeah, just grab the Celtics money line. This one confuses me, but I'm probably falling for the trap.
Yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves are 10-point home favorites, total of 228.5 in this game. Let's get into it here. Line history between Boston and Dallas and Minnesota. Line opened up at a 9.5, and it's gone up to a 10. So it's moved up half a point. Line opened up at a 227. It's up to a 229. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 79% of the tickets, but only 19% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved towards the over. We have 30% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Mavericks, but yet this line's gone from 9.5 to 10. This makes no sense at all, this game. And it kind of scares me. My number for this game is a 7 for the T-Wolves. This tells me that somebody's not playing. This line tells me somebody's not playing. And that's the ultimate question mark in this game is who is not playing. So I kind of need to dive a little bit deeper into this game to understand why it's lined the way it is. My projection for this total here is around a 226. So it'd be slightly towards an under in this spot. But I have absolutely no interest in this game. I'm not laying -10 with the Wolves. It'd be Mavericks or nothing, but they're coming in off of a back-to-back as well. So I think it's enough to keep me off here.
I'm on the Mavericks +10. Obviously, this line is telling me that Luka probably doesn't play, although I'm looking at the injury report and he's not on it. The only two players that have Q tags next to their name is Karl Anthony Towns and Kyrie Irving. Irving hasn't played in 10 games, so I'm not really factoring that one in. This line doesn't make sense. And, I'm never laying 10 points, but Mavericks at +10. I could be falling for a trap here, but I will be taking the Dallas Mavericks plus the points. And it's just too many points. I know you look at Minnesota, they're They're the best home team in the NBA right now. 12-1. Which, yes, they're better than the Nuggets by 1 game, who are 12-2. But I'll say Dallas is a live dog tonight. Dallas is 100% a live dog. And don't be surprised if Luka gets ruled out and this line doesn't move. Because I feel like that's what this line is set up at right now, is for him to not be in. So for me, I'm on the Dallas Mavericks plus 10. We'll see how the line goes.
Yeah, this line tells me that Luka's not playing. That's what this
But
line
at the same
tells me.
time, Karl Anthony Towns could not play for Minnesota tonight. So I just don't understand. I just don't understand.
Fair. Yeah,
Um,
simple stay off spot for me.
we need a Ganja Bowl. No. F the Mavs. That game last night prevented my NBA sweep. Luka plays better when the team is trailing. After giving up 20 points, he should be pissed. I'm on Ant-Man. I could see Anthony Edwards doing something. When the Mavs have the lead, no fire. System bet, T-Wolves at home. They're a 10-point favorite. I don't know. Mavericks are coming in hot, especially after last night's loss. You could come in with the pissed off factor. Some big spreads in NBA. Yes, there are some big spreads. Wolves, LJ, please tell me you're not actually saying Wolves money line. Please tell me you're not actually saying Wolves money line. LJ, they're 10-point favorites. What are we saying Wolves money line? Please tell me you're joking. Come on, dude. I respect you. Come on, don't say Wolves money line. Luka's softy. He's no Jokic. Yeah, no shit. Luka to drop 50 if he plays tonight. Rutgers under. I could see the under in Rutgers. I found the goat whale lock play of the day on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the sports betting is easy play of the day. It's the Celtics money line.
no, parlay the Celtics with the Oilers. What are you doing?
There you go. We're making everybody money here. Just
Celtics with the Oilers and the
Browns.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, the T-Wolves too, yeah. Or the Hurricanes. Throw the Hurricanes in there as well.
They're not that big of favorites.
Yeah, they're too small favorites. Never mind.
Too small
only
favorites.
-265s. Yeah, we don't mess with -265s here. We only mess with the 16-1 favorites.
All right, Nick. Let's jump into this game, which is gross.
Yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans 8.5-point favorites against the Utah Jazz. Total of 240 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where this line opened up with the Pelicans as 8-point favorites, or 7.5. They're up to an 8. Line opened up at a 235.5. It's up to a 240. Jeez, what a move towards this over here in this spot. No cash flow on the over. We have 89% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Pelicanos. The line has moved in that direction. And yeah, as I said, no cash flow on this total here. My number for this total here is around. There's no way that's around 231. My projected number in this game. So it's showing value on this under. I really don't want an under in this game because both these teams have been. Actually, the Pelicans have been a decent under team. Last game should have gone under with the Pelicans. We're not going to talk about that game that was tanking under and then went to overtime and had 25 points in overtime and went over by 3 points. We're not going to talk about that game, or 2.5 points. We're not going to talk about that game on a useless 3-pointer with as time expires, but we're not going to talk about that.
You keep talking about it.
I do.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting here, though. 7 of the last 8 matchups, the Jazz have won. The Jazz have owned the Pelicans here. Am I getting involved with this game? No. I have this game projected around 8. I have no interest in this game. Pass.
I'm just going to be brief with this one. I'm passing on it too. There's better games on the slate. I'm not laying 8.5 with a struggling Pelicans team, and I sure as hell not touching the Utah Jazz on the road. Nothing going on in this game that I need to get to. Pass. Don't need to waste time. Keep on rolling, Nick. Are you able to go back to the chat? I'm quickly setting up rooms and stuff for free picks so I can get emails set out so that I can get all those done and then go to a dentist appointment.
Yep, fun time. Pelicans first half -4.5. I can see that. Pelicans -8.5. The Jazz have consistently lost by 10 plus on the road this season. Kings money line, but Kings money line is all I like. Fair. We're not going to talk about that game. No, we're not going to talk about that game. Over 240. Brutal. Yeah, Pelicans. Jazz on the road. Pelicans better cover. Yeah. All right, guys. What's good, Nathan Cerna? This game goes over by 4 points. Fair. Love my Jazz. Jazz money line. You like Jazz? Or 6 points. Yeah. If the Pelicans don't cover, they are not what they think they are. This game draws the line. Fair enough. We got 5 games remaining on the slate. We have the Indiana Pacers and the Chicago Bulls. -1 are the Pacers. Total 240.5 in this game. This line's gone down for people who like the over. If you liked it at 240.5, it's down to a 239. Line opened up at a 2, got up to a 241, and there's been some buyback, and now it's down to a 239. Line opened up at a -2 for the Pacers. It got up to a 3. It's down to a 1.5. So we've had a slight move towards the Bulls, and we have a move towards the under in this game as well. Actually, we have a slight move towards the over, but there's been buyback on the under. No cash flow on this total. We have 49% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the Bulls, and the line has moved towards said Bulls in this game. My numbers have the Bulls as a 1-point favorite, so it's a slight lean towards Chicago in this game. And as for the total, I have this game projected around 239. So I think this line move is actually correct. It's moved down to the right number now at 239. Bulls are nothing for me in this game. I think that there should be a slight favorite rather than a slight dog. I understand the sharp money coming in on the Bulls. I'm kind of interested in the Bulls. I'm going to take a wild guess here. I'm going to take a wild guess here, Tim. What you're going to say is over the total. Just a hunch here. What's your thoughts on this game?
Holy shit, you're a mind reader. How did you figure that one out?
I feel I had it. It's a twin intuition.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, I'm on the over. Pacers over. They're just consistently. They've been a moneymaker for me this year. Why should I stop now? I was better when they were up towards the 250s. I get a 240.5. Yes, I'm taking the over. You got the number 1 offense in the NBA. You got a bottom 3 defense in the NBA. I believe they're second to last. I believe the Wizards are the only team that's got a worse defense than the Indiana Pacers this year. Imagine if the Pacers played defense. They would be NBA champion contenders. I strongly believe that they could be contenders to win the entire thing if they play defense. If they allowed maybe, 10 to 15 less points a game. But they don't.
Wow.
So they're borderline a playoff team. And they keep running up the pace. There's a back and forth up the court team. So yes, I'm going to continuously back overs with this team. Yes, I know I repeat it every single time, but over in the Pacer game.
Fair enough. Back to the chat.
Are you able to one more time? I'm sending out to Kaiser now.
All right. Let's see. Especially after Zion revealed his tattoo. I don't even know what his tattoo is. Sooners -30.
No.
That was a lean for
basketball.
Yeah, that was a lean. I think we had it around 31.5, something along those lines. So we leaned Sooners, but the line moved up to 31.5, and we didn't bet it. All right, LOL. What you talking about, Ice? Yeah. Pacers and over. Yo. There you go. Over in Arizona, Oklahoma, lean Kansas State 2. Fair. Is Levine back?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Go over 8 points. There you go. Earle will continue bet over. Yep. 4-1 in the NHL yesterday. Panthers, nice. That team, meh. Blackhawks and the under 6.5 in the Stars. Lost with the Leafs and Reg, of course. Fair enough. 4 games remaining. We get the Denver Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies. We have the Nuggets as 7.5 point favorites, total of 224.5 in this spot. Well, let's get into the line history here. In this one, where we got Grizzlies and Nuggets. The line opened up at an 8.5. It's down to a 7.5. It did get down to a 6 at one point. We've had some buyback on these Grizzlies, or on these Nuggets, my bad. Line opened up at a 228.5, and it's done nothing but go down. It's down to a 224.5. So a big move towards the under and a small move towards the Grizzlies in this one here. 37% of the tickets, 90% of the cash on the Nuggets. There has been buyback on the Nuggets since they hit 6. And then 57% of the tickets, 87% of the cash on the under. The line has done nothing but move towards the under. And that makes sense. The line's done nothing but move towards the under since the way that the way the money's coming in here in this spot. My number for this game is around a 216. So I could see this going under. Maybe you missed your line on this one here. If you do like the under, I lean under 224.5. As for the side in this game, I'm actually kind of looking at Denver a little bit here at 7.5. I know people are hyping up the Grizzlies a little bit here, and I'm actually going to move on Denver here in this spot at minus 7.5. They're at home. This line, my projected line for this one's 10.5. So I see value here with the Nuggets in this spot. I'll lay the points here at home with the Nuggets, 7.5 minus 110.
I'm actually on the over. I will say I don't want anything to do with a side in this game. These are 2 hot teams coming into this game. Nuggets 5 in a row, 8 out of their last 9, and Grizzlies have won 4 straight since Ja Morant's come back, including, I know you don't want to talk about it, the overtime game where they came back, and that was just a crazy end of the game.
But we don't talk about that game.
No, we don't. But they managed to win that one, which makes 4 in a row. I mentioned when the game after Ja came back, I said take futures on them. And they've won 4. Like, they actually look like a completely different team. And I would me personally, I would be leaning towards the Grizzlies in this one. I think 7.5 points is too many. But once again, as I see Fernando mentioned in the chat, Ja Morant's questionable tonight. So we'll see whether or not Ja Morant plays. Non-COVID illness. So we'll see how that goes with whether or not he plays. That'll make a big difference on what you want to be betting in this game. So I look at this one. It's a I'm on the over. I'm on the over in this one, and I kind of lean towards Memphis. But am I betting Memphis? No, I'm not.
Fair enough.
Golden Nuggets money. I'll be rooting for them. I hope they win tonight. Obviously, Jokic triple-double and Nuggies. Honestly, Jokic keep playing, and he's slowly going to put him and Embiid keep sitting out games. And by the way, I looked it up. You have to play at least 65 games in order to qualify for.
So you know he's going to play exactly 65, right?
Yeah. Real quick, Nick, I want to get a question because on ESPN alert. Sabres top line center Tage Thompson was placed on team's non-roster list because of personal reasons. What does that mean? He's away from the team for a while?
He's away from the team at the moment. They did not provide on any other details, but he's going to be returning back to Buffalo. And returning, it's probably something family related.
Okay. I figured that, but I saw the alert, so I had to ask. But yes, Jokic triple-double. I'll play Montreal and Sharks, yes. Overs depending on Ja. With or without Ja, I would still like the over. And keep in mind, no Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets today or for the foreseeable future. He was involved in some type of – he got his face scarred up or something by a dog on Christmas. So he's going to be out. So you know what that means, Nick? It's going to be a lot less defense on the Nuggets side because Aaron Gordon is one of the better defenders on this Nuggets team. So keep that in mind for that as well. Considering rolling the dice with the New York Jets, no. I hope they lose. Yes, sir. I know, I'm just kidding. What about the Pistons, Joe? Yeah, Joe, what about the Pistons? Let's take all the big dogs. Nuggies, lean. Yuri Patera is not NHL material.
I don't think so.
Who is he?
VGK goalie. Which we
think-
never know. VGK is pretty good at developing goaltenders.
I mean, yeah, they developed that Marc-Andre Fleury guy to a Vezina trophy, so.
Yeah.
Let's go to this game, which will be the last one I have any type of money on.
Yeah. It's weird, but I might be laying points with the Blazers in this game. We have the Blazers minus 4.5, total 236 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where this line has actually risen up to 5 in some spots. I'm seeing 4.5 on one of my books. Line opened up at a 4, it's up to a 5, so the lines move towards the Portland Trail Blazers. Line opened up at a 232.5, it's up to a 235.5 now. We have 56% of the tickets and 92% of the cash is on the Spurs, and the line's moving towards the Blazers. And we have no cash flow on this total. Super fun there. My projected total for this game, I need to fix these because it's saying like 227.5, which I don't agree with at all. But looking at this game here, I have this game at a 6.5 for these Portland Trail Blazers. We cashed with the Blazers the other night. We had them +8 though. Now it's getting into the spot where we're laying points with them. And with that being said, I'm laying points with the Blazers today. Give me the Blazers at minus 4.5 against the San Antonio Spurs. Some of my power rankings have the Spurs power ranked basically in the same line as the Pistons. So they're still fade material for me. These Spurs, and I'm going to grab some Blazers here at I got 4.5 at minus 110.
Good luck on that one. I'm not touching a side in this game by any stretch of the imagination. I will go after the total. I'm on the over. These are 2 bottom 5 defenses in the NBA. So when it comes to it, that just points me right towards the over. Spurs, I believe, are 3rd, and Blazers, I believe, are 5th or 6th to last. Like, these 2 teams do not play defense. So I'm taking it over. Now, these 2 teams aren't the best offensively, but with the pace that these 2 teams play at, no, I think they're gonna run up the score tonight. I took a bunch of overs in the NBA. We've been seeing a bunch of overs in the NBA. I think we continue to see a bunch of overs in the NBA. So over between the Spurs and the Blazers, and that's actually gonna be my last play of the day.
Fair enough.
Not saying much, but Tara, he did one thing right and won a live bet with VGK. There you go. I don't know about Pistons. Lean Spurs, the Trailblazers might be feeling themselves after beating the Kings the other night. Keep that one. Yes, I kind of looked at that too. But I'm not betting a side in that game. Pass, Blazers, definitely over though. Yes, over. Wemby blocks and Afrenier points 3s. Sure, why not? Okay, Joe. So NBA dog for you. The Pistons. No, I'm kidding. The Pistons aren't winning outright, but this game should be fun, but it's kind of not right now. So,
yeah, the Golden State Warriors are 3-point favorites against the Miami Heat. Warriors are a total 228 in this game. I'm seeing 3.5s now on some books as well. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Yeah, we're starting to see 3.5s across the board. So this line's moved up a little bit. Open up at a 2, it's up to a 3.5. Line opened up at a 225, it's up to a 228.5. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Warriors. We have 63% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the Warriors. The lines move towards the Warriors. 92% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over in this spot here. Let's take a look at the projections for this game here. I have Golden State around a 2.5, 3 in this game. So I think this line's about right. I'm not really looking to get involved with the side here in this game. I think this total is about right as well. I have this game around 227 range, so slightly towards the under in this matchup. But not a game I'm going to be getting involved with. So just another pass here for me.
Yeah, this one's a weird spot for me. These are two teams that I kind of just stay away from them right now. Neither of them not pique my interest, but really play all that well, in my opinion. We haven't seen much from the Heat, and we definitely haven't seen it much from the Warriors. And I will continuously say the Warriors dynasty is over. They're just not the same team. I'm not laying points with them. I'm not touching the Heat. Maybe I look towards an under, but I'm going to pass on this one, Nick.
Fair enough.
Looking at Bam Pra. Sure. Points and rebounds. Bulls at home -9.5. Go for it. I've cashed 3 straight Wemby points unders, waiting until he has a huge game and then getting right back on the unders. Why not? Why not keep riding it at this point? If he has a big game, he has a big game, so be it. If you've already cashed 3 in a row, you can afford to lose one. That's kind of how my brain works. If you've already won 3, you can lose 1 because that is still 75%. And if they're at -110, you're still making money. So keep that one in mind. Warriors in the over. Good luck. And Caulfield will play today, Nick.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because I just got a notification I sent into a couple group chats that despite being absent from morning skate receiving treatment, Cole Caulfield will play tonight versus Carolina.
There you go. Yes, that's definitely big.
Yeah. But we will move on to our last game here. Who's ready to lay 12.5 with the Lakers? They're 12.5 point home favorites against the Charlotte Hornets in this game. Total of 227 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot where we have this line opened up at a 13. It's down to a 12.5. Line opened up at a 229. It's down to a 227. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Hornets. It opened at 13. So it's a slight move towards the Hornets here in this spot. 52% of the tickets, 51% of the cash on the Lakers. The line's moved to half point towards the Hornets. 45% of the tickets and 84% of the cash is on the under. The line has not moved. No, it's moved towards the under. My bad. And looking at this game here for me, Charlotte or nothing. I'm not laying this many points with the Lakers. That's pretty simple right there. Question is, do you want to lay this type of points, or do you want to take these type of points with Charlotte? My number for this game is a 10.5. So I see 2 points of value here with Charlotte. Is that enough for me to pull the trigger? No, I've got other 10 o'clock action I'll be interested in tonight with my Kings play, and the Nuggets going at 9, and the Canucks going at 10. So I'll have the Kings and the Canucks at this time frame. I do not need to be worrying about the Charlotte Hornets at 12.5. I don't think there's enough value for me to go after it. So no action for me in this game. I'll stick with just what I got.
Yeah, come on. Do we really have to be wanting to go and lay this amount of points with the Lakers? Give me a break. I want nothing to do with this game. You should want nothing to do with this game. I'm never laying this many points in general, especially on the Fakers. Come on. I saw this game. I didn't even look at it. I crossed it out and I moved on. So no, this one's a complete stay away from me, Nick.
Fair enough.
Go back to the chat for just a second because I saw one of the chats and I want to look up real quick.
All right. Let's see. Any EPL? Arsenal money line in the over. Have fun with that.
That's what I'm going to go look up now.
Fair. Hornets plus 13.5 top ticked line. They'll tick the line only other play besides Kings. There you go. LeBron questionable in other big names. Fair. Third time might be the charm for the Hornets. They gave us scares to Denver and LA before getting blown out by both. They've covered back-to-back numbers, the Hornets too, as well. Hornets are full strength now. I'm tempted by the Hornets. I'm not going to pull the trigger on it though. I was leaning under because everybody else is on the over. Fair enough. But that is everything for today's card here, which means it is time for some
housekeeping.
If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at Earle Sports Bets, which is every single morning anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bets show. Also, you'll get notifications for all the free pick videos we do as well. Be also sure to check out all of our social medias, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all the links to that down in the description down below. But a little recap for today, and then we will head on out here in the NHL. Small card, but I'm rocking with those Montreal Canadiens. I got them plus 215, and I got them team total over 2.5 at even money. It's out to a minus 105. I got the Canucks at -1, minus 102, and I got the Kings at minus 110. In the NBA, I'm rocking with the Pistons team total under 107.5, full game under 232. I am on the Nuggets minus 7.5, and I'm on the Blazers minus 4.5. And in the NFL, it feels weird. I'm on the over. I'm on a primetime over in this game here. Over 34.5 is what I got with them there. And I lean heavily towards Cleveland's team total over 21 as well. I was hoping that was going to be a 20.5 on my book, but it's not. But with that being said, that is all for me today. Tim, your plays, and then we'll head on out.
Yes, NBA today. Sign me up for some Pistons plus 17, the over in Indiana. Dallas plus 10, the over in Denver, and the over in Portland. And to answer Fernando's question, yes, one play in the EPL, and that is BHA. Money line plus 145. 93.8% of money is on Tottenham. So that's just a spot that I want to go and fade. So go ahead, sign me up for BHA money line.
There you go.
Back to the chat. Where did you leave off? Sorry, I was doing my soccer stuff.
Left off with that.
Tottenham, both teams to score. And over. I could see the over, although I'm just going to go the opposite side. So we're going to roll with BHA. Thumbs up. F it. Hornets money line. You know what? I would love to see it. I'm doing it. Big round robin. Detroit, San Jose, Charlotte. Good luck to you. I hope you win. I took the over in both EPL games. Get it? Over corners and over corners. Cool. Fernando with a $4.99 super sticker. Hey, we appreciate it, Fernando. We enjoy everybody coming and hanging out. Fernando bringing some soccer stuff because I know we're not the biggest soccer people. I'll look at it from time to time just to try to see if I could find money discretions. But Fernando, big with the soccer. Yeah, we appreciate your support, dude. Thank you. That should be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Peace out, guys.